Adam and Peter explore the crazy new world.
Welcome, Peter. Today it's all about a new feature that OpenAI provides for the free users of ChatGPT starting this week, which is custom instructions. I love it. What about you?
Yes, I love it as well. Much.
That's what I have expected, Peter. So I'm completely blown away by this new thing.
And I was like,
you are like, what's the fuss?
It's like, what's the thing? And you explain to me, maybe before we get into the debate, maybe explains or not. Adam, explain to our audience, what is it? What are custom instructions for in ChatGPT?
Well, it's like the very first prompt that you always tell your chatbot before asking him or her to answer. So you want the chatbot to behave in a specific way. Don't be too nice, don't be too left, don't be too right. Give shorter answers, don't use this many emojis, don't use difficult language, all these things that you always tell the chatbot how to behave or who you are, that you are the professor or the CEO of this company. These are the things that you can now put into this custom instructions, and these custom instructions will be sent as the pre-prompt before you ask the chatbot to answer the question, which is like a game changer for me.
So essentially it means like from now on, when you start this, from now on, every chat that I start is always like if I had typed this whole thing into the prompt, which is of course saving a lot of time if you do it like that, I can imagine. And you have a nice example from, I think it's Sam Altman, the one who, the CEO of this company, who invented the whole shit with the team, and he uses it well in their own scenario, right?
Yeah, well, 2 or 3 weeks ago, when they started this feature for the paid community, Sam Altman said, "I love custom instructions," and he showed a screenshot of his custom instructions, and he's explaining ChatGPT. I'm the CEO at OpenAI, well, the company behind ChatGPT, and the way how he wants the chatbot to answer his questions is be concise, be short, and don't use all the nice things that OpenAI has taught you to tell. So he tells his baby not to behave the way it behaves. So I really like it.
I love this one. It's really amazing. So, and I say for me it was like, so what's the whole thing? Because
you use it differently.
We exactly when we discussed about it, we're like, but we had a bit of a debate, and then we found out that we use the tool completely differently, in a completely different way. So when I use the Chatty as my assistant, I have, you could say, many custom instructions already predefined in my different chats. So when you type in your chat, when you start a new thread or start a new chat, it always starts a new chat. This means the new context. And if I kind of search the web for something and ask the thing for whatever, then there is a new conversation starting. But what I use is like, I have many projects running, and I have some conversations around this project, which I started maybe months ago, and I still have them active in my kind of history. I renamed them in a certain way that I can easily find them. And I always clean up the shit that are like just a very, very quick, short conversation with the thing for something which is not relevant, which I can forget afterwards. I even switch to other tools to use them for the general purpose, anything stuff. But for my projects, like writing a book or writing newsletter articles or stuff where I have a certain tonality, where I not want a certain language, I write things in German and in English and a different flavor, they already have their custom settings. So if I now add custom settings to my Chatty, as a general rule, it may contradict with everything I had before. There is a book which I write for German teenagers for decision making in a totally different language and slang and everything, compared to maybe if it's leadership training that I'm doing. So this would completely not work. So I tried it out and I said, no, it's messing up my whole working style.
That's interesting. I have never ever used previously created chats on the left-hand side. And well, before I continue, we forgot to explain where to find the custom instructions.
Exactly.
So if you click on on your name in the
Mhm.
ChatGPT web version. Also, it's available in the mobile version. If you click on your name, there will be one of the settings called custom instructions, and it will even give you some recommendations on how to use it. But well, coming back to how you use it, so I have never scrolled down to find something that I created previously. There are so many things. I would never ever find the things that I'm looking for, because chatbots are always open in my browser and I use them constantly. So it's not how I work. It's like disappearing, all the things disappear on the left hand side. That's why I really like this one feature so I don't like bot at all, but the one feature that bot created by Google provides is favorite function. So you can favorite some of the chats on the left hand side. You can rename them and reuse them. This would be a game changer for me, but right
Absolutely.
now
And imagine,
it's not really usable.
absolutely. And this is maybe for those, if somebody from the OpenAI folks listens to what we say, most likely not, but if so, please add the bookmarking or the what do you call it, favorite things, or the how do you call it? It's not a bookmark, it's my favorites, the ones that I always want to have open on the left hand side, top down, or to pin them, or whatever the function is you call it, the ones that you want to consistently reuse. And that's something, I completely see your point. And I was also a bit kind of frustrated when there are some features which use ChatGPT, like this video tool where you can automatically link back to ChatGPT and it explains in YouTube video what it does. Forgot the name of that one. And this was killing my whole history, because every time I started a YouTube video, it added a new kind of a chat, which I don't like. So for me, really, I have 5 or 6 assistants in a way for Chatty, which are doing this. And so if I want to have a certain context, I click back to the history and have this active. It could also maybe work that they think like what they do in Poe. So in Poe, you have the possibility to create old bots. Why not? Why couldn't ChatGPT folks go on and say, create one version with this custom setting and another one with that custom setting? And by doing so, you have your different assistants. The one who is kind of your assistant for sports stuff, the other one, which is something helps you writing a book. And then you have it, So either you have the favorites, this is the word I was looking for, or you have kind of the predefined bots. Both would work. We don't have them. So yeah, and that's why I have to clean up my old history all the time.
Cool. So let's talk about some use cases on how to use the custom instructions. I will link in the show notes an article that was created and highlighted on Reddit in the ChatGPT subreddit, where they provided a list of the best possible custom instructions, and I just used some of them. So I told my chatbot to be shorter, not to answer in a very complex way. I told him that I was born, or I live in Germany, and I don't use extremely complicated words because I like to explain things in a simple way. So I give some context so the tool knows who I am and how I'm probably right. So what else? I told him not to overuse emojis and not to use all the nice things. So I reuse the custom instruction that Sam Altman, the CEO at OpenAI, use. So I have like 6 or 7 of them in the custom instructions. Do you have anything in there so far?
No, that's why I said I tried it out, and I was just wanted to see if there is a difference. So I have one project which I use for creating some articles. This means I have a chat for this one, which I always revisit, like I said. And then I try to do something like, okay, let's start a new one, a fresh one, and give more context, trying to get better results compared to the one before. You said you see completely a difference, how the system answers.
Yeah.
I was not seeing a difference at all. And I realized it was just because the frame that I had set in my conversation with the chatbot was already, which I then kind of summarized as a custom instruction. So there was no difference. And then I realized, the working style is completely different. That's why I may not use it. Perhaps in a way that I just get the chattiness out of the thing, because this doesn't work in any of my conversations. Sometimes it's just the disclaimer at the beginning, disclaimer at the end, and blah, blah, blah. And this make it work for every purpose. I think I can delete that one, make it shorter. But basically, it would be not that much. I have different custom instructions for different chat histories running, and that's what I rely to. And if I lost my history, I was completely lost. It would be
maybe you need to export these things or somehow copy to OneNote.
Yeah.
But what could make sense, and I already started using this custom instruction for this. I explained the both of us that we created a company focusing on skilling, and the company's name is Skilled, and all these things that we always have to repeat when we create articles about our company. So this is super helpful, because now whenever I talk about our company name, it will know already some background.
Yeah, that could be something, because it's not a problem for the other functions, but it's just a nice add-on when I refer back to this one, that it doesn't forget it. Cool. Thank you so much, Adam. We are running out of time again. I think we are now 11 minutes. We should be more precise and have kind of a custom instruction to ourselves, which means like stay under 10 minutes.
Or I renamed the podcast to 11 minutes of
No.
Talk to you next week, Peter.
See you. Bye-bye.
Stay tuned. There is more crazy stuff coming soon.